At Christian Horizons, we're about faithfully living out our values, the things that get us up in the morning and inspire us to keep working for change. So what do we stand for? We stand for diversity, inclusion, accessibility, and belonging, communities where the gifts of all people are welcome and celebrated, where barriers are removed so people with disabilities can have full access and are invited to contribute. At the heart of it, we stand for the value of people. These stories capture the significant efforts we have made this year to take a stand, pave the way, and move forward together, building new possibilities of belonging, inclusion, and accessibility. Services should reflect the specific needs of people seeking support. Together, we are co-creating services that help people live the lives they dream of. We approach supports as a partnership that welcomes people's strengths and gifts. We have 9 self-advocates sitting on strategic planning working groups. Together, we are rethinking how people can plan and choose their services. And we're creating new services for the future. This year, we partnered with people using our services to individualize their support based on their choices and their goals. 123 people who use our services moved from one home to another or changed what services they used to better meet their needs. One of those people is Ryan. Ryan is very busy these days, taking care of the home he shares with Skylar.
I lived in group home for 5 years.
I lived in Bracebridge most of my times, and I moved into a couple of group homes.
I've been wanting my own place for almost 5 years.
It's a really big change, better space, more things to do. Lynn showed me this video of Ryan talking about how he wanted to live on his own, and I started watching it. And I said, hey, I think I like that guy. That's when I went to his group home and we started talking and we thought about finding a house.
It's just nice now for me to have my own place. Now I'm living on my own. I just learn on the way. Vacuuming, doing dishes, grocery shopping, just cooking for myself. I help out in my community. I'm doing the walkathon and helping out with camp. It's good to help others. When you help others, then you do good for yourselves. It makes me feel good.
It's important for everybody to set goals and think of new and creative ways to achieve them. Through personal plans, people using services got to work with specialized facilitators, thinking about big and small dreams like travel plans, things they want to buy, and new activities to try. Passport funding is an example of self-directed funding from the Ontario government for people with disabilities. This year, 767 people who use our services use their passport funding to help meet their goals and plan for the future. 30% of those people worked with a plan facilitator, and we are on target to have all people using our services meet with a plan facilitator before 2025. Richard met with a plan facilitator this year, and he made some big changes to the services he's using. He knew he wanted to move, but he also knew he needed some support. Through his personal plan and with his passport funding, Richard chose something that works for him.
I like watching TV and sitting down here and having my breakfast, having a nap down here where it's quiet. I like to stay fit in the gym and down here in my brand new apartment building.
In order for Richard to participate in the community using the passport funds, he needs assistance, just to get organized in the morning, to be driven to his programs and picked up.
I was part of that transition when he moved from his old place to his new place. So as things change, information changes, we always are updating these personal plans. You wanted to be able to continue to do the same activities.
You're doing a lot more responsibilities.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, because this is your place and you keep it tidy. You know where everything is.
I'm happy.
Are you happy where you live now?
Yeah.
Good for you.
We're stronger when we're together. Through people's personal plans, we learn that so many people have dreams to share their gifts and make the world a better place, starting with their own communities. For the first time this year, Christian Horizons hosted an accessible engagement and fundraising event called the Belongathon. 1,300 people in 16 communities across Ontario and Saskatchewan participated in the Belongathon, and together we raised over $100,000. Some of these funds will help people with disabilities and their families attend one of our accessible family camps. Last year, we had 35 families and over 50 volunteers at our annual summer and winter family camps. Family Camp is a glimpse of a fully accessible community. Activities, meals, prayers, and talent shows are all tailored so that everybody can participate. Becca and her mom have been to many family camps, and recently, Becca's been inspired to challenge her communities on accessibility and to welcome people with disabilities.
Family camp is a real vacation. That's something we have a challenge with because most places aren't truly accessible and most places aren't special needs friendly. So it's a place we can go for a vacation, relax, and everything we need is there. I think inclusion really means more than just making this is available to you, but it's really opening their hearts, saying, we really want you here, and we'd like to get to know you and find out what else it is that you need. Earlier this month, we were part of the Belongathon, and the Belongathon was an event we could raise some money.
It's gonna help people pay for camp and help the old went on a walk. We had snacks. It was you could paint your hand.
We go to Grandview Church, which is here in town. They didn't have a ramp up onto the platform, and Beck really wanted to join the Easter choir. So we signed up, and the choir director said, oh, Becca would be very welcome to join the choir. So we used some of Becca's passport money to hire a music teacher so that Beck would be able to confidently sing those songs. The choir director talked to the worship leader who talked to the building committee, and they said, hey, we can put in a ramp. And in 1 week, they put in a ramp for Beck.
It made me feel happy being in the choir with all the people.
An organization like Christian Horizons, they got our back and they're there, we can trust them. They're going to help us through this. And it makes things very doable when you've got people around you who are so helpful.
Outside of Canada, Christian Horizons works in Guatemala, Nicaragua, Haiti, Uganda, Kenya, and Ethiopia. We partner with local leaders and organizations to help people access inclusive education and development. Last year, these programs supported 4,201 children in educational programs. This included 618 children with disabilities who got to go to school, some for the first time. Together, we sponsored 1,113 children who received weekly meals and tuition as part of their sponsorship. 720 people took part in economic empowerment programs, over a third of whom are caregivers of children with disabilities or business people with disabilities themselves. And 4,745 people took part in disability awareness campaigns and courses. Funds from the Belongathon will also go towards a special project in Bikoji, Ethiopia. For the past year, our partners in Bikoji have been transforming an old munition factory into a community center that will be a space designed to support people with disabilities and their families.
ስሜ ግሩም ፍቃዱ እባላለሁ። እድሜ 16 ነኝ። በጣም ደስ ይላል። ሲጀመር ደግሞ በጣም ደስ ብሎኝ ነበረ እና ቅዳሜና እሁድ እዚህ ነው የምንመጣው እና በደስታ ነው የምንመጣው። በቃ ቅዳሜና እሁድ ብዙ ጊዜ ቤት ነው የምናሳልፈው፣ ትምህርት የለም። እናም እዚህ እንመጣለን። በቃ ደስ እያለን ነው እዚህ የምንቀመው። በትምህርት ደግሞ ወሳኝ ነው። ቢማሩና በቃ ቢማሩ በጣም ደስ ይለኛል። ትምህርት ቢያገኙ እንደነሱም ደግሞ እንደኔ ላሉን ሰዎች ወደፊት መርዳት ፈልጋለሁ። ባለው አቅም ባለው ሙያ መርዳት ፈልጋለሁ። እኔ እነሱን ማመስገን ፈልጋለሁ። ብዙ ነገር ነው ያደረጉልን። እናም ደግሞ ትምህርት ያላገኙ ልጆች እንዲያገኙና ላይ ቢሰሩ ደስ ይለኛል።
We hope that all these stories and statistics inspire you to keep moving forward together, because there is so much joy, change, and opportunity awaiting us. We pray for strength as we begin new journeys, encourage each other, and build communities where everybody belongs. We're so excited for next year.